Had a conversation that needs to be had today. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Cadillac Driven. We're back with another video. And today, if you've seen the title, you know what this is all about. All right, it's about the Cadillac Lyriq and the pre-order. Listen up, you all. Again, I got to thank you guys for what you have done for the channel. The channel is definitely increasing. Subscribers are increasing. Views have increased. So I appreciate all the love you guys have been showing. If you really enjoy what I do and you want to support the channel, go ahead, hit the thanks button. It would greatly be appreciated. All right, you all. Let's talk about this. First of all, it's going to be about the Cadillac Lyriq and the pre-orders and the issues with the price increase from the dealerships. Now, this all came about because of a post that I put on Facebook, and I'm part of a Cadillac Lyriq Facebook group, and I'm going to leave mine as well because I set up a Cadillac Lyriq Facebook group as well. If you guys want to chat, kick it on there. That's cool. Trade off information. That's going to be awesome. I'll leave that in the description box down below after the video. But there's three groups that I'm a part of, and I went to share because I have an issue with the price increase from the dealership. And this came about simply because I posted that is there anybody that want to band together to call Cadillac, not go out and protest in front of the Cadillac building, but to band together and call Cadillac and express how we feeling about the price increase for the Cadillac Lyriq. And you got a couple of people, specifically one that just snapped off. He's calling people lazy. He said that I was bitching. I only made one post. I respond to many, but I made one post. And I think I have a right to my own feelings and beliefs about what it is I'm having those feelings about. So does anybody else. Now, we all don't believe and see things the same way. That's awesome. But I'm going to express myself. If I don't like what I see, if I don't like what I'm experiencing, I'm going to share that and I should have the right to. Okay, so I decided to do a video because I want to know if there's any dealers out there, right? Which one hit me on Facebook that lets me know. He didn't come out and say that he would deal with us with the MSRP issue. What he did say is PM him and he's going to work with us, right? So I'm not paying over MSRP. There's a lot of people that can't afford to pay over MSRP, and there's many people saying that the 10,000 over MSRP in so many words is right. Now, in spite of the fact of the information that people are giving me, and no, I didn't read the fine print, and I should have read the fine print after I got my confirmation numbers, but I didn't. And it does say that the dealerships can possibly raise the price. And I got issue with that simply because there was something stated here, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but it talked about GM threatens action against any dealerships attempting to mark up on upcoming EVs. And the car that they're talking about was the Cadillac Lyriq, right? And they have that information down here. I guess Cadillac may have forgotten that, or General Motors have forgotten about that, which is crazy. Now, here's the thing. I get all of that, right? I get that it's business at the end of the day. But in spite of the fact that they're saying that the dealerships can raise the price and that this is business at the end of the day, does not necessarily mean that that is right. I mean, it's the same thing with housing. There's people that can afford housing. Now they're homeless. Now, we've been looking at the Cadillac Lyriq. I have, many people have, for over a year. Our mouth has been watering. We wanted to get this car. We wanted to buy this car. We couldn't wait to the pre-order date. Now, prior to the pre-order date on that Monday, Cadillac raised the price $3,000. That's right, $3,000 on the MSRP. So they raised it up, right? That doesn't include the 10,000 to 15,000 over MSRP that a lot of these dealerships are charging. So what took place was I got a lot of hits prior to the pre-order on my YouTube channel and also on Facebook. And Facebook was blowing up that morning talking about they pre-ordered and they got a call from the dealership saying that it was going to be 10,000 over MSRP. I mean, there's so many different stories. A woman said she went down to finalize the order and everything like that. You know, to talk about her pre-order, and they told her that it would be 3,000 over MSRP. Then they rationalized it with the fact that they were saying that there are other dealerships that's charging 5,000 over MSRP. She walked away from it. From it, they called her like 3 hours later, 2, 3 hours later, with 2, 3 phone calls, and said that don't worry about the MSRP. But not everybody has been that lucky. So we're here to talk about the 2023 Cadillac Lyriq and your thoughts on it. Again, if there's any dealerships that's in the chat right now, let us know if you're willing to work with us on the MSRP, no matter what state you in, Wyoming, Idaho, Chicago, New York. Hit us in the comment section down below if you're watching this on the replay, and hit us in the chat right now if you're willing to work with us. Now, if you have any issues, if you have anything to say so far as information about the Cadillac Lyriq on how to get this down on the MSRP, or if you got any other suggestions that may be good so far as what we can take with this issue that we got with the MSRP of the Cadillac Lyriq, then please go ahead, put it in the chat. Go ahead. If you're watching after the replay, go ahead and put that in. Now, people are saying that you cannot turn, well, not turn, but shift your pre-order from an existing dealer to another dealer. Now, I did go back online and I did find out where it says you can change. Well, can I cancel? Not cancel. How can I change my pre-order, my preferred dealer that I selected when I placed my pre-order? And what it says is that you ought to be able to deal with your dealer, right? But if your dealer doesn't for any reason, then call this number, which is in the comment section, well, the description box down below. Go ahead, call it. I'm calling them Monday to be for certain, because somebody did hit me on Facebook and was saying that they will not let him do that. Now, there's many other people, not many, but some other people who were able to shift theirs over. I went to one dealership down the road. I got another hit from somebody on Facebook that said that they will work with me, and that there's another uh, dealership in my area that's willing to only sell the car at MSRP. Now, that number you got so far as your confirmation number, that means that this car is specifically for you. The dealership cannot take it and say, hey, you don't want to deal with the 10,000 over MSRP, then we're going to give it to somebody else. They can't do that right now. If you're going to cancel the order, you got to cancel it before they put it into production, which is going to take a while. It may take August, maybe September, maybe October. But after then, I don't think you're going to be able to get your $100 back. You may be able to get the refundable money you put down to hold your reservation, like I did, which was $500 plus the extra $100 that I had to give in for the pre-order. Now, back to what was said about Cadillac and the protection of the pricing. Now, they said that we would get this protection, that we don't have to worry about the manufacturers going up. But if that's the case, then how are these dealerships marking up the price? I think it's crazy. I think it is pointing direction at a certain group of people. I don't have disposable income. Can I afford it? Yes, I can afford it, but I got other things I want to do. Like, I want a savings for my daughter. I want a savings for the family. I want to be able to do other things like family things, road trips, and things of that nature. $10,000 is a lot of money to drop on a car. Now, one thing takes place, it takes away from a lot of things that you are able to do depending on what position you are in life. Number two, you're going to be in negative equity when this thing balances out so far as the market is concerned for the new cars and the used cars. And when it does, you're already going to be losing anywhere between 15,000 and 20,000. You can stand to lose another 10, 15,000 on top of that as well when this balances out. So if you're okay with the negative equity that's going to be in your car, then that's up to you. But I think it's crazy to invest in something where the value is less than what the car is worth. I think that's crazy. We got somebody that said something in the chat. Uh, Corey, he says, I'm a, what did he say? It's a tough one to find print It's dealer charge. Unfortunately, the best, he said, the best tool is walking away, and everybody refused to pay anything over MSRP. All needs to move to Ford model. Uh, I don't know about the Ford model. Yes, it's tough. It's tough. For me, I got the Cadillac CT6, right? And I was already going to fix it up because I didn't think I was going to get the Lyric this soon. I thought that I would be able to order it like next year around October with the way things were going with Cadillac. And then I got a phone call and that changed everything. So I was already about to buy rims, tires. I almost got the windows tinted. You know, I'm still going to buy some other products to do reviews on so far as fixing my Cadillac CT6 up for what I can do right now. Now I'm trying to find out what I can do, what I need to do, and if I'm going to be able to afford the Cadillac Lyriq. So that's why I'm here. I'm seeking answers. I'm trying to help other people understand about what they can do to be able to get this down to MSRP as well. I say call the number for the concierge that I left in the description box down below. And I think if enough people continue to complain about the price gouging of the dealerships, then maybe, just maybe, they may do something about it. It's no guarantee, but nothing beats a quitter but a try. I say, let's give it a shot. Let's find out what happens. And at the end of the day, if we can't get what we're looking for so far as the market value price of that car, then we have to walk away from it. We can't afford the Cadillac Lyriq. Now, when I walk away, I'm going to walk away for good. That means I will not be buying any more Cadillac products at all. Now, you got other companies that are price gouging as well. Give me 1 second, you guys. You got Ford, you got Hyundai, you got other companies that's willing to work with people who have bought cars from them before. Now, I thought that I was with a company like that, right? I was expecting them to tell me when I asked them, you know, are they going to be charging over MSRP? The dealer that and or the salesperson I'm dealing with told me no. Uh, he doesn't know yet. And I'm like, okay. He said, well, I'll let you know by Monday. So Monday is going to come. It'll be tomorrow. And if he doesn't call me at a certain time, then I'm going to end up calling this guy back and I'm going to ask him. And depending on what he gives me, will depend on where I move on to. Because I already got a dealership that's right down the street that's willing to take my order right now. And I don't care if I fall at the bottom of the list. At least I'm still in line to get it because what takes place is that I got a confirmation number, which means that, you know, my line in place with Cadillac is going to be there. My line in place so far as where I'm at on the list for the reservations at that particular dealership may fall down at the bottom. I don't care. I don't care if I get the car in August of next year. At least I'm on the list. All right. And we'll take it from there. They're already saying that we won't get the car until early 2023. We don't know actually when early 2023 is going to be. So to wait a few months more is cool. I did it with the Cadillac XT6 that I was going to get that I'm glad I didn't get, not because I'm getting a Cadillac Lyriq, but because I really didn't like that car. It was just going to be temporary until the Cadillac Lyriq came out, which again, I didn't think the Cadillac Lyriq was going to be ready for order. That's the all-wheel drive anyway until next year, at least October. That was my understanding. And here I am, right? I'm on the list. I did the pre-order. It was submitted. I got my confirmation number. I've talked to the dealership. Now, with the dealership, I was told differently from a lot of people who went down and they placed their order, the order number, they did the paperwork, whatever paperwork that is. I have yet to do any paperwork. And I asked, was there anything that I needed to do? The dealership says no. And it makes sense that when they pick up the order, is when the information goes in. And they're not going to start building the Cadillac all-wheel drive until, let's say, I want to say September is when they're going to start. They could start early depending on how their production go, but I am not absolutely sure of what day. So there is going to be a wait. So he was saying that the information would go in then, and then that's when we would fill out the paperwork so far as the price, so far as what the car is going to cost, what I need to put down, how much my car note is going to be, whether I'm going to finance or lease. And before you ask, there is no financing or leasing information yet. Anything or anytime anything drop, I will be dropping that information because I know a lot of you all want to know, just like I want to know about the Cadillac Lyriq. and I would bring that to you. That's something I think we should know already, especially for those of us who have put the information in for the pre-order. I still don't understand for the life of me why Cadillac is trickling down this information that we're looking for. Someone mentioned on Facebook that Cadillac has been building the Cadillac all-wheel drive, well, rear-wheel drive for a while, right? We have not seen a full review on the Cadillac Lyriq yet. I mean, Mercedes Benz did theirs quick. Kia did theirs quick. The Mustang, all other manufacturers have did theirs pretty quick. Cadillac is the only one that seemed to be falling behind with giving us everything we need to have in order to make a true conscious decision on whether we want to really invest in this Cadillac Lyriq or not. For those of you all who are thinking about waiting, there's going to be a lot of people who drop off. There's a lot of people who will not be able to afford $300 to $400 to $500 over the expecting monthly payment that they were looking for. Again, whether you're leasing or buying, it's going to cost you. Leasing now can cost you anywhere between $800 to $1,000 just to lease. Be mindful that there are no incentives. I talked to the dealership and he said they're probably not going to give any incentives because they feel like they don't need to because of the demand for that vehicle. But I think it's more so about the chip shortage and being behind on being able to put out as much production as they can. And this is why they raised the price $3,000 up on the MSRP. I'm not talking about the price gouging that's taking place with the dealership. I'm talking about the MSRP. Remember, the car was $58,000. Now is 62,990 for the rear wheel drive and 6490 for the all wheel drive. And although I could deal with that because the Cadillac CT6 was $66,000, I leased that. I put a few thousand down. I was able to get it, but I also had incentives as well. So what's going to help me afford this car is the sale of my Cadillac CT6, especially depending on where it's at on the market so far as its value. I do have some money I can put down, so I'm expecting to put down, but I am not expecting to buy a car that's going to have negative equity in the car as soon as you buy the car, because we need to understand that the market can flip at any given time. And when it flips, remember, normally cars depreciate year over year. This is a phenomenon right now where you got used cars through the roof so far as their value is concerned. And that's all because of the issue that they have with the chip and also being able to produce new cars. So people are buying used cars. So they're driving the price up on the used car, which brings the value up on any used car any used car you have. So most of y'all, if you're gonna be going down getting a Cadillac Lyriq or any other car, I don't care if it's Ford, the EV6, any car, ICE or your EV car, sell your leased car back to the dealership. It is worth something. Take a look today, tomorrow, the day after, and see what your car is valued at, especially if you're talking about trading it in. And trust and believe that they're going to try to jip you down on your trade in. Now you have options. Now on Kelly Blue Book, they got where they deal with CarMax. You can try that out to see what CarMax would offer you. Vroom is another one. There's quite a few places out here that also want to give you good money for your car. Some good, some bad. All right. So now that's pretty much it. Now, hit me in the chat. Let me know what's going on, you guys. Did you pre-order this car? Did you not pre-order it? What do you think about the Cadillac Lyriq? Any questions are welcome. Any information about the Cadillac EV car, especially from Cadillac. Cadillac, you're watching this. Please go ahead, share with us. Let us know what you could do to help the consumer who really wants to buy your product. Now, I think the middle class is getting hit real hard because a lot of these people can't afford the Cadillac Lyriq now simply because of the price gouging that's taking place from the dealership. Remember, $10,000 again raises and drives the price up of your monthly payment. So most people aren't going to be able to afford it. I know of a couple of people that already shared that they had to cancel their order because they can't afford it, and or they just simply walked away from the deal. And right now, if you're going to walk away, this is a good time to do it, especially if you're going to be getting the rear wheel drive car. You might want to do that sooner than later. So therefore, you get your $100 back from Cadillac. from what you put down to pre-order the car. So I think it's crazy. People are saying at the end of the day, it's business. I understand. I say at the end of the day, it's BS because I don't think that consumers, well, not consumers, that these companies should be taking uh, uh, advantage of the consumer. Now, it's not just cars, it's housing. We talk about how food is going up. So inflation is at an all-time high from 40 years ago. And the price of chicken, we're paying for the chicken by the parts now. We're not paying by the pound, by the parts. Prices are doubling, clothes is going up, everything is going up. So with everything that's taking place, especially with gas right now, in my area, I'm right on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin. Illinois is already over $5. I'm not talking about in the inner city, I'm talking about in the suburbs, right? They're already up. I'm talking about $5 and some change. I'm paying 4.39 right now. So when I go to the gas station, maybe tomorrow, it's probably going to be up probably to 489 or something like that. So all these things have to be considered so far as I'm concerned with buying an EV car. Again, I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if you're going to walk away from this deal, but if you're watching this on the replay, hit me in the comment section down below. If you're already in the chat, hit me in the chat. Let me know what you think. What I should do. Should I just simply walk away? Should I check for other dealerships to see if they're willing to work with me on the MSRP? What are your thoughts on this? Is this right? Do you feel, in your opinion, that Cadillac, the dealerships are right about raising the price 10,000, 15,000, maybe even going up as high as 22,000 um, on the charge of a car? We know that there's a Chevy Corvette that's being charged $100,000 over the MSRP, and they say they're not budging on the price. Somebody will buy. And that's true. Somebody with money, maybe a millionaire, maybe somebody that's wealthy, has $100,000 to give away because that's pretty much what's really happening. You're giving away your money. And I don't think it makes sense for the people who can afford it. What it does is it makes it impossible for other people, the mainstream people who would normally be buying a car, to be able to buy a car of their choosing, and not a car that they have to just simply get because they couldn't afford the car that they want. Me, I don't do anything like that. If I don't like it, I don't buy it. And with that being said, I don't know you guys. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make this process simpler and not get frustrated about it. So I will be doing a follow up video. I'm going to call Cadillac tomorrow, and maybe I'll also send an email out to Cadillac to find out if there's anything else we can do. Okay, Corey, I didn't forget about you. Corey said Ford will be moving to Tesla type model for sales, order online, and it delivers to dealerships. And yes, you are absolutely right. Whereas I wasn't with that, right? And I didn't understand that Tesla has a place where you can test drive the car. And that was my only issue with buying online. Right now, I am all for buying online. Let's get rid of the middleman because they're definitely taking advantage of the consumer. Now, for those of you all who are getting this car at MSRP, have you been charged dealer accessories for the car? I know one guy is paying 1,400 for accessories, and I'm quite sure they told him what accessories those were. And I think that's crazy, right? One guy, he got blessed, right? They're charging him for 10, but he's only paying $599 for, which is still over what I would pay to get 10 ceramic tent at that, right? Which is $300 for my car, and it would probably be the same for the Cadillac Lyriq as well. But he's going to pay double that price simply because they want to work with him on the MSRP. So they're going to try to charge you something in order to make a profit. Again, people say that, this is what dealerships do. It's business at the end of the day. Again, you know how I feel about it. I think it's BS. But again, what can I do? But I think it's okay for me uh, to do what I can, not just for me, but for other people coming from behind me to make a stand, to voice my opinion, because I do have that right to do so. and to say what I feel about the pricing over MSRP. And so, with that being said, I won't respond to the guy in the Facebook group. He was very rude to people, calling people lazy. I think he was out of pocket for that. He said that I was bitching, and I don't think I was bitching. I just made a statement to people who were having issues with paying over MSRP or having to walk away from getting the Cadillac Lyriq, and their feelings are in turmoil right now simply because they were told one thing and now they're finding out another. Wasted time again. So what's going on, you guys? Hit me. Tell me something. Again, Corey, I would want to go to that model as well. Uh, I'm going to keep the Cadillac CT6 if they don't um, bring this down to or keep it at MSRP with the dealership that I'm going to. I do want to say that I like EVs. I'm willing to give EV a shot simply because of the price gouging, not the price gouging, but the price of gas, the price of food, the price of a whole lot of other things. You go to buy clothes, they're up $3 to $4 more. And so every little bit helps, in spite of the fact that I was watching a YouTube video where they were talking about the price of electricity is now going up. So people are seizing the opportunity to hit the customers hard. Corey said this channel has been her informative for my wife and I. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad that the information that I'm putting out is informative. I just try to bring the information that people are looking for because I'm looking for a lot of the same information. And even if I'm not looking for the same information, if I can bring you the information, I will. Right. And this is the reason for Cadillac Driven. I love all things Cadillac. I've had Cadillac, at least two Cadillacs in my time. And I'm not badge loyal. I'm not badge loyal like that. But I do have a certain relationship with Cadillac growing up as a kid. My stepfather had a Cadillac. It was the first introduction I had to a luxury vehicle, and Cadillac just kind of set the tone from that day forward. All I wanted was a luxury car. Now, I love all cars. I love the exotic cars. I like the sports cars. I like the Mopar. I love them all. And my number one favorite that is my go-to is a luxury car. I like a smooth ride. I don't like a rough ride like what you would get out of the Tesla. Uh, Seaman says, I like your video. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't pronounce, I'm going to say Riviera. It says it's business, just not smart business. Dealerships have lobbied state legislatures hard and get away with these things, even if the manufacturer don't like it. And you're absolutely right. There's a YouTube channel called YAA, and um, they deliver a lot of information, not just on EV cars, but also the car industry as a whole. And there have been dealerships that have bad practice that have gotten caught. That's been fined like $10 million, and that's just a slap on the wrist, right? They did not admit to fault, right? But they paid the $10 million as a fine just to continue on with business. Maybe next time they'll do it in a way where they don't get caught. But these practices are happening all over the United States. People are getting taken advantage of every single day. For those of us who are smart enough to pay attention to the paperwork in question, I think we're lucky and blessed, but other people aren't so because they are trusting and believing that the dealership has their best interest at heart. So, Cadillac as a whole, I like their brand. I like where Cadillac is going. For decades now, Cadillac has been at the bottom of the shelf so far as um, a car brand is concerned. When you look at Mercedes, Audi, BMW, now today, when you look at Kia and Hyundai, which has stepped up their game, Cadillac can still be in trouble. Yes, they created a great car called the Lyriq, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it puts to me, in my opinion, it puts the GV80 to shame. Yes, the GV80 is a good looking car, but what Cadillac has brought to the table so far as design and interior is concerned, I think the GV80 is about three steps under, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on that. We got Andre said, Before they charged me 1,900 for dealer add-ons, 1,900 and 1,100 dealer fees, 1,100 dealer fees. Okay, so I'm in trouble. So I'm probably not going to be able to get this car. I am not too happy about that. I may end up canceling the order, and I feel you because I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I have a young daughter who's 9 that needs a lot, and is not easy raising a child financially. I'm doing okay. It's another reason why I started the channel. I love cars. I love Cadillac. I love talking to people. I'm a people person. And I figured this way I can kill two birds with one stone. I can talk about Cadillac as well as people are talking about Mopar, because that's all you hear is Mopar on YouTube. And I thought I put Cadillac on the map, especially considering how Cadillac brand is trying to make a comeback. But yes, financially, I can afford it. Riviera says, as consumers, we have to talk with our wallets and be willing to walk away. I've done it a few times. Riviera, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not paying over MSRP for nobody. When I was gonna get the XT6, the Cadillac, I told him I can't afford to pay over MSRP. The guy, he got mad at me. He was trying to charge me 5,000 over MSRP. He tried to hit me with, although I had ordered the XT6, that the dealers still have a right to up the price on that. And so he was trying to set me up for the kill. I told him no. This guy would not shake my hand. I'm telling you, this was in the Chicagoland area. I'm not gonna put out the name, but I'm telling you, I was amazed when we talk about business, right? I have the right to decline. I don't think you should get mad, but I can't stop you from getting mad. But yes, he was upset with me. So when I went to my dealership, uh, some days after that, I asked them, were they going to charge me over MSRP for the car? They told me no. I took my daughter to Hyundai to get a car. She bought the Hyundai Tucson, and they were $3,000 over MSRP. But because I had been doing business with them, they said that they would wipe away the 3,000. Now, here's the thing: there's no incentives, right? And trust and believe for the Cadillac Lyriq, there's probably not going to be any financial incentive at all. So don't expect it, right? Which these incentives help to bring the car note down, because the car note for most of us, is very important. So they said that even the employees would not get a discount. And I'm a family member of an employee, ex-employee for Cadillac. And so I would not be getting that. And that helped for me to get my car note down to where I got it on the Cadillac CT6, which is 5 bills, right? Which is awesome. All I had to put down was like 1,700 at that time. The car is worth $66,000. Yes, we made it work. They bent, I bent. They wanted to make a deal, I wanted to make a deal, and they worked with me at that time. This is the dealership I'm talking about. Ramsey said, I am planning to on getting it because the gas prices are going up. That's the reason why me and my wife wanted to get it as well. Most of our driving is going to be around in the city area. And so I do road trips, but I don't do a lot of road trips. I don't drive that far to go to work. I drive 10 miles to go to work. My wife drives 20 miles to go to work. So that's not a lot. So we're not worried about mileage at all. But at the same time, it would help the family so far as saving on gas and oil changes, that I wouldn't have to pay no more. Every little bit helps nowadays. Now, back to the incentive. When I went to Hyundai, they did wipe away the $3,000. But what they did was is that from my job, and most of you all want to check and see if your job is offering discounts on cars. My job is, and it's about $2,200 to $2,500 off. Hyundai would not take that. Now, if anybody can comment on this in the chat, or even in the comment section down below, let me know why they wouldn't let me use a discount. I thought they get paid, and that would be an incentive for the company. But they said that they couldn't take it. They did the trade in. They gave me a decent amount on the trade in, which brought the price down to where we needed it to be in order to afford the car. But they would not take my employee uh, incentive. So I don't know why that was. We got Jim. Jim said, looking forward to what you hear Monday from Cadillac. If we can shift our reservations, we are powerless to do anything but walk away, and they'll know it. Yes, I think a lot of people are going to walk away. Question is this going to hit the media, whether it be on the internet or whether it be a media news outlet? It's going to talk about the many people that have been discouraged and pushed away from buying a Cadillac who could originally afford it, but now that they got to pay $10,000, $5,000 over MSRP, can't. Yes, I will be making the call tomorrow morning. I'm off tomorrow. I take my daughter to work and I'm going to come in 9 o'clock, 9:10. I'm going to make the phone call. Now, again, on here, it says that you can, right? And it says that if you have any problems with your dealership, then call this number. Again, and I believe this guy, he has no reason to lie. He said that the dealership told him, or the concierge told him, that he couldn't. So I'm going to make the call again. My understanding, because I did ask that question of the concierge, they told me I could. Then I read it here, they told me I could. So I don't know what's going on or what's going to happen with that, but I think I'll find out and I'll shoot another video out letting you know what I came up with. I have some other questions as well because I asked them, have a lot of people been complaining about this? And they say, yeah, Cadillac is aware of the price increase of the market demand on the Cadillac Lyriq, even before the Cadillac Lyriq actually hits dealerships. But she did not or could not give me any information about whether Cadillac was going to do anything about it. What they did tell me, excuse me, you guys, call next week and we'll see what happens. If they share information, they will share with me. So I'm going to call again, but I think I'm going to also email Cadillac as well. I'm not here to tear Cadillac down or anything like that. But Cadillac said that they made this car affordable, right? How is it affordable when there's an extra charge on this? $10,000 again is a lot of money for a lot of people with the price of inflation that's taking place. So uh, I just don't have the money to throw away. I will be walking away if so. But I want to know soon enough. So therefore, for the summer, I can buy my rims, I can buy my tires, I can tint my windows. I got some more things I want to do to the Cadillac CT6 because I love it so much. And you may ask, well, why are you getting the Cadillac Lyriq? Well, first of all, Cadillac has upscaled their interior and their exterior, and I love luxury, right? I think there was a lot of missed opportunities with the Cadillac Lyriq if you take a look at it in comparison to, let's say, BMW and Mercedes Benz and Audi. And then we're not talking about all the stuff that you're really not going to use in the car when you talk about those brands. But what we're talking about is something they could have put in that car to make it a little bit more upscale in the interior, just like in the XC5, the XC4, the XC6. They still have 8-inch screen display so far the infotainment center is concerned. And that's unacceptable in these times. If you take a look at the Palisade, 12.2 inches. You take a look at the Kia Telluride, I think there's 10.2 inches or 12.2 inches as well. Cadillac has a 2022 car or cars that still has a 8-inch infotainment center. I think that they got comfortable. I think that they needed all the money they can get their hands on to be able to build this Cadillac Lyriq. And this is why we got bland Cadillacs on the market. I mean, even the CT4 and the CT5, they look nice, but the interior is not an upscale interior as if you would find in the competition. People like the cars because of the V Sport, the black wing, and stuff like that. But for me, I'm a guy that's into quality, and I'm also into a luxury feel on the inside of a cabin. I want to feel like I'm at home on the sofa. And Cadillac used to give that. But one thing I can't give the Cadillac CT6 has a better look and feel, especially with seating, than what you would get out of the XT6 and the XT5. I have not yet to get in a Cadillac XT4. My sister has one. But again, when I look in the cabin, it's bland. When I look in a Kia Telluride or a Palisade, you could see better luxury in those cars. But here's the thing. Um, the Kia Telluride are pricing their cars $20,000 up to $30,000 over MSRP, and people are paying for it. Same thing about the Palisade. The Palisade um, price for their lease car and their um, uh, car that they finance are pretty much the same price. So you might as well finance a car. I don't understand why that is. I asked Cadillac, I asked Kia. Nobody can give me the answer I was looking for. So I stuck with Cadillac because I was getting a better value so far as leasing is concerned. Now, the Cadillac Lyriq, if I had to buy it, is it worth $1,000 car note? To me, no, because I got other things I need to do with my money. I'm trying to make income to take care of the family for long term, right? Not short term. If I do this, it takes a lot away from what me and my family can do. I don't have disposable money to give away. A lot of people do, evidently, and it makes it harder for you and I to be able to afford these cars, not just the Lyriq, but any car. It could be an ICE car as well. Doesn't make no difference. Everybody's raising the price over MSRP for the most part. There are some dealerships who are honoring it because they know that people are going to remember what they did when they tried to get this car. And those people are the smart ones. Because for me, if you're going to charge over MSRP, you say you don't care about me. That's the way I look at it, especially when I have done business with you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's go to the chat. Okay, Riviera said, depending on what they say, you may want to call the local news. Uh, Many local news channels have some sort of consumer protection section and will investigate if they think it's newsworthy. I can give them a call. I'm not afraid of it. I'm willing to stand up for myself and others. Jim says, any ideas when white cars will start to deliver? I'm not sure. Right? I'm not sure. I know that I think they're delivering the black one. Um, Ramsey says, and yes, it is worth it. Daniel W says, keep making videos like this, and you will be able to afford the markup. Listen, listen. If I'm a millionaire, and I got billions, right? Giving $10,000 is like giving somebody $2, right? To get a hamburger at McDonald's if they can afford it at $2 right now because it may be more. But yes, no, I'm not making that much. I did the live stream because I was trying to get in touch with people. I was not trying to do a live stream today. Today is Sunday. Actually, this is my wife and I anniversary. And as soon as I get off of this, I'm going to go downstairs and spend some time with her. She's been sleeping all day. We went out yesterday and hung out and had dinner and just hung out till late night. But no, I wasn't intending on making a video today. My intentions was to make videos for the other channel that I have, which is a tech channel, a watch face channel, and then just spend time with my wife and my daughter after I did the yard like I did. So it's been a busy day. And so after what took place on Facebook, which is one guy trying to call out everybody in a negative way, so far as what they felt and what they think about the price gouging of the Cadillac Lyriq in these dealerships. This is what prompted me to do a live stream. I'm getting used to doing live streams. I'm not good at doing live streams, but I try to do the best I can with getting the information. My main job today was to get with people who are having issues, people who have information so far as the Cadillac Lyriq is concerned, with whether we can get it at MSRP or whether we should walk away or whether there's dealerships that are willing to work with some of the people who are having problems finding a dealership in their surrounding area without going out of state, like 7, 8 hours to try to get a dealership to work with them. This was my main reason for doing this live stream. But listen, I'm amazed. I got 30, it was 31, 32 people were in the live stream. I want to thank everybody who made it to the live stream. I want to thank everybody who commented. We got Daniel W says, that was a joke. By the way, happy anniversary. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. No, I don't take it as a joke. Listen, if I can get a viral video that could do 1 billion, views in one day, that would help, right? That would help. I just got started. I just got monetized on the channel. But again, I really appreciate all you guys. We got Tinto in the building. If I pronounced that right, hopefully I didn't butcher your name. He says, in case uh, you do walk away from the Lyriq, would you consider any other EV? Well, to be honest with you, no. For the car I look for, because I'm particular about whatever car I'm going to drive. That's um, I've seen the EV6, I've seen the Mustang Mach-E, I've seen the i4 by BMW, I've seen the EV car by Mercedes Benz, which I know I'm not going to be able to afford. I have yet to see one that I like. Now, if I had the money, if I had the money, right, y'all might look at me like I'm crazy, but I would get either the EV Hummer, uh, or I would get the newest pickup truck that Chevy is supposed to come out with. I forgot which one it is, but I don't know if it's a Tahoe. But they're coming out with a pickup truck that's an EV. I would get that. They are coming out with a Blazer right now. The Blazer has been, out in the wild, but the Blazer is too small, right? So I want something a little bigger. Cadillac Lyriq kind of fits the build for me, and so no, there's no other car that I want. I'm particular. Again, I like luxury, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. Um, we got, I'm gonna call this, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna say Adventure. It says first local dealer in Phoenix, Arizona suburb told me they were market adjusting price up to 10,000. Um, Told them they lost they lost me as a loyal customer and their dealership network. Same thing. If my dealership tells me tomorrow that they are going to charge me over MSRP, I'm done with them. Uh, Tinto says, what about Ford Mach-E? Mm, the Ford Mach-E, I like. I do like the look of the Mach-E, uh, but it's not a luxury vehicle, if you know what I mean. I like the styling. I like the way it looks on the outside. I can get past that. The inside is where I have issue with. I do not like the tablet style. Hit me in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of the tablet style. I think it's somewhat dangerous in a sense to be able to take your focus off of the road and really to look over and sometimes look down. I like the traditional look and feel of a cabin to be able to have the, to roll the windows down, to hit the door locks. I like a traditional way to get out the car. Tesla has it where you have to hit a button, but if you pull a lever, it can break the glass. It can damage the car. I don't like that. I don't think that was smart of Tesla, but many people bought into Tesla. And so uh, I like what Cadillac brought to the table. I like what Mercedes Benz had brought to the table so far as a cabin, luxury feel, the infotainment center, the instrument cluster. Those are the looks I'm looking for. If Ford had not did the tablet style, I probably would have considered it for my wife. I probably would have been able to talk her into it. But now, since my wife got this Cadillac XT5, she said she's not going back. So I don't know what we're going what we're going to do. Whether I'm going to be protested against Cadillac for not selling me the car at MSRP. My wife is not going to go away from this car, so we may have to buy the car. Or maybe we have to get the next Cadillac XT5. I'm not sure. Um, Ramsey said, I don't really like the tablet either. No, I like the traditional look. Um, when and I'm gonna talk about it in another video because I want to do a comparison video between the Model X and the Cadillac Lyriq. And um, one of the things, one of the ways I look at the uh, Tesla's brand is like I look at Apple. It's the same thing. Apple going to market because they had something that nobody else was doing. Same thing with Tesla. And so going in the market, of course, you build up all this customer base, fan base. Uh, People want something different. They stood out. It's just like Apple, like an Apple product. And now they're going to the market. But if the right people come, and they make it affordable to be able to buy into EVs, then they will be able to take market share from Tesla. Now, just like a company like, let's say, Bayer, that people who make aspirin, when they first make a medication, they corner the market for about 20 years. After that, you get all these spinoffs of different companies coming about making other medications like generic medications that has a lot of the same ingredients in it, and then they do take a small chunk of the share, but they're able to get in there. But because of that brand has made a name for themselves, they're going to keep a lot of their fan base because they're loyal. Got a lot of people that's loyal to Tesla. No matter what Tesla do, no matter what Tesla say, just like their build quality, people were still buying it in spite of the fact of people sharing issues and information about the build quality. No matter what happened, they still bought it. Same thing with the Apple smartphone. When it caught on fire, people didn't care. They still bought it. So Tesla, they're not going anywhere. But they can't stand to lose if they continue to mark up these prices. And then you got other competitors that's willing to be competitive with their pricing. Um, Adventures says we gave it we gave in at another dealer we who wanted 4,000 over MSRP. Would love Cadillac to step in and demand no markups for any of us. Yeah, that remains to be seen. Again, I'm going to find out what I can do to see if I can get it down, or if there's anything Cadillac would do to work with us. But we got Ramsey says I think Tesla is going head of Cadillac. Yeah, right now at the moment, um, their brand is one that's been being built for years now. People are just getting serious about EVs. You got Ford, you got Cadillac, you got Hyundai, you got Toyota that's trying to get in it. If I'm not mistaken, Toyota is partnering up with Cadillac to make a car, EV car, which is going to have the new battery that Cadillac has in their car now. So we don't know where it's going to go. Tesla's market share isn't taking a hit right now. There's not enough uh, manufacturers or brands that's really competitive or is bringing about a car worth buying, if I can say that, because you got to consider the range. And I think a lot of people have issue with the range of what they get on a car, especially if that's the only car that they're going to have. Me, we're going to keep a gas combustion car, and we want to get an EV car. And Cadillac was the only EV car that I saw that I wanted. Tino said my friend recently leased a 2022 BMW M40i. He hit 15 different dealerships to get a deal at MSRP. Good looking car, and it's also available in the EV format, as you mentioned, maybe worth considering. Yeah, if the price is right, yes, I would do it, and I would be trading my car in. But we'll see what happens on Monday. I may look toward that again. Me and my wife, we did talk about it. We would love to have an EV in the family to help us to save money. And right now, it doesn't look like we'll get what we're looking for, and I'm not willing to take anything. All right. So that's it, you guys. This is about an hour in. I want to thank everybody who showed up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you come up with any information, or if you're watching this after the live stream, you're watching this on the replay, hit me in the comment section down below with any information you have about Cadillac Lyriq EV. And if you're thinking about walking away, let me know. We got Jay Wills in the building. Thank you, Jay Will. Listen, I've been watching this guy, Jay Wills, for a long time. He does tech videos, right? And I love the confidence level he brings to the table. I admire this guy, and for him to be checking out my channel is an honor. So I appreciate it, Jay Will. And another thing about this guy, right? He watched a video where I kind of responded to what he said, and I think that he feels the same way that everybody has their right to their opinion or their belief or their viewpoint, and everybody has their right. Nobody's right or nobody's wrong. It's just the way you feel. Jay Will said, much love always to you too. Hey, I like the truck. The truck is looking good. Tino says, need to do more Cadillac CT5 videos. All right, I'll take a look at that. See what the dealership would do for me with getting one to be able to do a review on it. Daniel W says I have a friend who wants the Lyriq real bad. I hope that he can get it at MSRP. I own a Tesla and he wants nothing to do with Tesla. So hopefully he can get the car of his dreams. Yeah, the Cadillac Lyriq is beautiful. Wait until you see what I order. Okay, Jay Wills, listen, Jay Wills, is this a different channel? And if so, could you leave the link to it? Or maybe I can just touch this and go into it. But I want to check it out because I like trucks too. With that being said, I hope the guy gets that Lyriq because I wanted the Lyriq bad too, but not bad enough to give up $10,000. I don't have disposable cash laying around somewhere where I can just willy nilly say, here you go. But at the end of the day, you all, here's a question: will you pay $10,000 to $20,000 over MSRP for a car, whether you have the money or whether you don't have the money? Would you pay over MSRP for a car? All right. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go spend time with the family. Thank you all for showing up and thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy what I do, go ahead, hit the thanks button down below, support the channel. We want to bring more content to you. And okay, hold on. Okay, Jay will say it never pay over MSRP. I just ordered the 2023 and I did not pay over. I feel you, man. I feel you. Gotcha. All right, you all. I got to get out of here. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate everybody who made it. All right, and we'll do more of these. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and put a yay down in the description. I'm not in the description box, in the comment section down below. And I'll see you all at the next video. Enjoy life. Have some fun, you all. Remember to always be safe.